Guys, I know The Last Dance has concluded, but I have reason to believe that if you are about to mark down all of your 90s basketball cards, you could be leaving hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on the table. Now in this video, I'll share with you some of my surprising sales and the reasons I believe that it is just a bit too premature to mark down those Jordan cards. Welcome back. Now let's get to work. We all know how big The Last Dance was for the sports card world. We saw Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, Karl Malone, Hakeem, everyone's prices go through the roof right before The Last Dance aired. And then it was just this amazing escape because we couldn't turn to any other escapism. It was just coronavirus this, coronavirus that, and we couldn't watch any normal sports just to get away from it. So this was so huge. And when we look at statistics, it turned out to be the ESPN's most successful docu-series ever, with over 5.5 million views per episode on average. Now, of course, part of that is because we didn't have other things to watch, but the reviews were also really high. Rotten Tomatoes gives The Last Dance 95%, and IMDb has a 9.4 out of 10 rating, which is just out of this world good. So the question I pose is there a last dance for The Last Dance? And I believe the answer is yes, and here's why. For one, we know that traditional cable has been on the decline, and there was even stats I read that showed that it's on a 7% year-over-year decline as people ditch those $100 a month Spectrum and Broadcast and whatever the company's Time Warner packages for $8 a month Netflix and $10 a month Hulu and all those other way more affordable packages. And I'm one of the examples. In fact, my best friend in Tampa, who's been investing in sports cards alongside of me, is another example. He doesn't have ESPN. I don't have ESPN. I don't even have a TV. So what I'm doing is waiting for it to come out on Netflix. And the good news is that Netflix, which has 70 million US subscribers, will be airing The Last Dance in July. So what I'm thinking is that yes, a lot of the sports fanatics did see The Last Dance already on ESPN. But if 70 million people have Netflix, how many of that 70 million decided to go with Netflix instead of ESPN and the other services? I would imagine 5 million, 10, 20, maybe half. So that could be a lot of people watching The Last Dance in July when Netflix releases it. Now, not only does Netflix have the 70 million subscribers, I'm also thinking how many additional people are in that household. Maybe it's 100 or 120 million when you include an entire family. But the bottom line is, I know sports will be coming back. I know that is going to take a lot of attention from the sports card investing world. But as people return back to work, in July, they watch The Last Dance. Netflix has a huge banner across their home screen when you come on because the reviews are so high, and I'm sure they paid a lot of money for those rights. So a lot of people will be seeing The Last Dance for the first time in July and August, myself included, which means it's just a bit too premature to mark down those cards. When I look at some of my sales, I see that I've been selling some Jordans, I've been selling some Reggie Millers, and I'm like, wow, I did not expect this to happen a few weeks after The Last Dance ended, but that gives me hope to believe that those prices will continue to at least maintain where their current value, just as other people start watching, start getting into cards, and start going back to work and are able to invest. When before, maybe they were just thinking, you know what, I'll buy a card when I'm back to work. I just can't afford it right now. Like I said, I'm guessing most diehard basketball fans have seen The Last Dance, but again, people are flooding to cards. Some people are just not going to pay that amount to see The Last Dance on ESPN and would rather wait to Netflix, someone like myself, and those people are going to be interested. So I would not mark down the cards just yet. Maybe around September or October, that's when I'll look at reducing some of my prices, but I just would not be surprised if there's a little second wind coming mid-summer based on these reasons. What do you think of my analysis? If you agree with me, pound the like. If you disagree with me, pound the like. Either way, let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video.